Out here, in the wild, you learn to spot the signs: a snapped twig, an unnatural silence, a ripple in the water that wasn't made by the wind. These small details can mean the difference between life and death. The digital world is no different. It's a vast, unseen jungle teeming with predators. You might not see them, but they are there. They hunt for weaknesses, for a moment of carelessness. They don't need much. Just one wrong click, one shared password, one moment where you let your guard down. That's all it takes for them to get in. Imagine you're trekking through a dense rainforest. Suddenly you receive a message on your satellite phone. It looks like it's from your base camp, warning of a storm and telling you to click a link for a new, safer route. You're tired, you're stressed, and you want to get back safely. The message seems to offer a lifeline. But what if it's a trap? What if that link doesn't lead to a map, but to a pitfall, a snare laid by a predator waiting for you to make a mistake? This is the modern-day equivalent of a poison dart frog, bright, alluring, but deadly to the touch. This isn't just a story. It happens every single day in the corporate world. An email that looks like it's from our CEO, a message on a social platform from a supposed colleague asking for a file. These are the digital snares. The attackers are patient. They study our company, learn our names, and craft their traps with precision. They are counting on you to be distracted, to be in a hurry, or to simply be too trusting. Your survival, and the company's survival, depends on your ability to recognize these signs and to navigate this digital jungle with caution and skill. Your journey with this company is an expedition. We've given you the tools and the training, but you are on the front line. Every email you open, every link you click, every file you download is a step on this trail. You have to stay alert. You have to question everything. Your instincts, sharpened by knowledge, are your greatest asset. This isn't about being paranoid. It's about being prepared. It's about understanding the environment and knowing how to move through it safely. Welcome to the team. Now your survival training begins. In the wild, a predator follows a sequence to hunt its prey. It stalks, it waits, it strikes. Cyber attackers do the same. This is called the cyber kill chain, an 8-step process they follow. The first 2 steps are reconnaissance and weaponization. First, they scout the landscape, watching you from a distance, learning your habits and identifying targets. Then they craft their weapon, a malicious email or a virus-laden file. To survive, you must manage your digital footprint. Be careful what you share online. Think of it as covering your tracks so the predator can't follow your trail. Next come delivery and exploitation. This is the moment of attack. The predator launches its weapon. That weaponized email lands in your inbox. It might look harmless, even helpful. If you click the link or open the attachment, that's exploitation. The trap is sprung. A vulnerability in our software is exploited, like finding an unlocked window to a fortress. Your defense here is vigilance. Always inspect emails for suspicious signs, strange sender addresses, urgent requests, and grammatical errors. If it feels wrong, it probably is. Don't take the bait, report it. Once inside, the attacker moves to installation and command and control. They install malware, their secret tool, onto your machine. This allows them to establish a hidden communication line back to their own servers. It's like a predator setting up a hidden den inside your camp, from which it can operate undetected. This is a critical stage. Our security software is designed to detect these intruders, but your awareness is key. If your computer suddenly slows down or behaves strangely, raise the alarm. It could be a sign that a hostile presence has made its way inside our walls. The final 2 stages are actions on objectives. Here, the attacker achieves their goal. They might steal sensitive data, like customer information or financial records. They could encrypt our files and demand a ransom, or they might simply cause chaos, damaging our systems and our reputation. At this point, the damage is done. Our mission, yours and mine, is to break this chain at the earliest possible stage. By being vigilant at the delivery stage, you prevent all the subsequent damage. You are the gatekeeper. You are the sentry. Your actions determine whether the predator gets in or is left out in the cold. To survive an encounter with a predator, you must understand what it wants. Is it hunting for food, defending its territory, or is it just being aggressive? Cyber attackers have different motivations too. The most common is financial gain. These are the hyenas of the digital world, scavenging for anything of value. They use ransomware to lock up our data and demand payment. They use phishing attacks to steal bank account details or credit card numbers. Their goal is simple: turn our assets into their cash. They are opportunistic and ruthless in their pursuit of money. Another type of predator is driven by reputation. They want to cause damage, to tarnish our brand. Think of them as a rival pride of lions, aiming to weaken a competitor. They might deface our website with embarrassing messages, leak confidential company secrets to the public, or disrupt our services to make us look unreliable to our customers and partners. Their victory isn't measured in dollars, but in the loss of trust we suffer. They are saboteurs, and their attacks are designed to inflict maximum public humiliation and erode the faith our clients have placed in us. Then there are the spies, the silent hunters seeking access. These attackers are often the most sophisticated. They want to get inside our network and stay there undetected for as long as possible. They are after our secrets, our research, our strategies, our intellectual property. This is corporate espionage in the digital age. They might not cause immediate, visible damage. Instead, they lurk in the shadows, gathering intelligence that gives their own organization a competitive edge. They seek the ultimate prize-sustained, secret access to our most valuable information. Finally, some attackers are driven by ideology or a simple desire to cause chaos. These are the wildcards, the lone wolves. They may be hacktivists protesting our company's mission, or they could simply be thrill seekers who enjoy the challenge of breaking into secure systems. Their motives can be unpredictable, but their methods are just as dangerous. Understanding these different drives is crucial. It helps us anticipate the types of attacks we might face and reinforces why every single piece of data, no matter how small it seems, could be a target. You must protect it all. Surviving in the wild isn't just about reacting to threats. It's about proactive preparation. You build a shelter before the storm hits. You secure your food supply before you run out. In cybersecurity, we do the same using a life cycle. Identify, protect, detect, respond, and recover. First, we identify our critical assets, our data, our systems, and the risks they face. We map out the terrain to understand our vulnerabilities. This is the foundation of our entire defense strategy, knowing what we need to protect most. With that knowledge, we build our defenses. This is the protect phase. We use strong cybersecurity frameworks like NIST or ISO 27001 as our blueprints for building a formidable fortress. This involves installing firewalls, using encryption, and most importantly, training our people. You are a vital part of this protective wall. Using strong, unique passwords and enabling multi-factor authentication are like barring the gates and posting lookouts. These are not chores. They are essential survival tasks that keep the enemy at bay and our fortress secure. But no fortress is impenetrable. A determined predator will always test your defenses, which is why the detect and respond phases are critical. We use advanced tools that act as our 24/7 sentries, constantly scanning for any sign of intrusion. When an alarm is triggered, our incident response team, our elite warriors, springs into action to hunt down the threat, cut it off, and eliminate it. Your role here is to be the first line of detection. Reporting a suspicious email or a strange computer behavior immediately is like a scout spotting an enemy and sounding the horn. Your speed and awareness can contain an attack before it spreads. Finally, we have the recover phase. If a predator manages to inflict damage, we must have a plan to get back on our feet quickly. This involves restoring from backups, repairing systems, and learning from the attack to strengthen our defenses for the future. Every challenge, every attack, makes us stronger and smarter, but it requires everyone to work together. Cybersecurity is not just an IT problem, it is a team sport. Your vigilance, your adherence to protocol, and your courage to speak up are the foundation of our collective strength. Together, we will not just survive in this digital jungle, we will thrive.